Hello, beautiful soul. It's me, Lyka. Welcome to Home and Healing with Lyka, where we embrace slow living, intentional homemaking, and growing together in holistic herbal wellness. I'm so happy you're here. In today's video, come along with me as I make a few updates in our kitchen. Before we begin, let me show you what our kitchen looked like before I started making these little changes. If you're curious to see how this kitchen looked after my very first makeover, I'll leave that video linked in the description below. As I have mentioned a few times in my previous videos, we are currently living in a rental house here in the city. Although this isn't our forever home, I still believe that every place God allows us to live in deserves to be cared for and filled with warmth. Today won't be a major renovation or anything dramatic. Since this is a rental, there are only so many things we can change. The vision I have has always been the same. A cozy country kitchen with a rustic feel, touches of tropical greenery, and a peaceful atmosphere that makes you want to slow down. So let's start with this little nook over here. If you've been with me for a while, you might remember that this used to be my indoor greenhouse. I recently moved my mini greenhouse outside, which opened up this entire area. Instead of leaving it empty, I thought this would be the perfect place for my hydroponics and microgreens station. For my hydroponics and microgreens station, I will be using the top shelf and the second shelf. And the remaining shelves will simply be used for storage so everything stays organized. For now, I'm just setting up my hydroponic containers, my microgreens trays, and the grow lights. It's still the beginning, but I'm excited to see how everything grows over the next few weeks or months. If you'd like to follow along with this little journey, don't forget to subscribe because I'll definitely be sharing updates, experiments, successes, and mistakes along the way. One thing I've learned about living in a rental is that you have to become creative. You can't repaint the walls. You usually can't replace the cabinets. You can't remodel the countertops. Most of the appliances are already chosen for you, and sometimes they don't really match the style you're hoping to create. Take our refrigerator, for example. The black refrigerator doesn't quite fit the cozy country aesthetic that I have in mind. But instead of focusing on what I can't change, I started asking myself, what can I do? Sometimes we spend so much time wishing things were different that we overlook the possibilities that are already right in front of us. So I decided to work with what I already had. I found this decorative window cling film on Amazon. The design is actually green leaves. Unfortunately, because the refrigerator is black, you can't really see the green color as much as I expected. I'm also putting back the Bible verse magnets that I made myself. Those little reminders of God's Word have become one of my favorite parts of the kitchen. Every time I walk by, I'm reminded to pause for just a moment and refocus my heart. I also painted the window cling to help soften all that black even more. It's amazing how a few small details can slowly change the overall feel of a room. Even though we're living in the middle of the city, I still want our home to remind me of the simple country lifestyle that I dream of. Sometimes our surroundings influence how we feel. When I walk into a space that feels peaceful and welcoming, I find myself enjoying homemaking even more. Cooking becomes more enjoyable. Cleaning doesn't feel quite as overwhelming. Even making a simple cup of tea feels a little more special. Now, let's talk about something I honestly wish wasn't here: our washer. If I had a choice, I probably wouldn't have the laundry area right inside the kitchen, but that's simply how this rental was designed, and that's okay. Instead of constantly wishing it were somewhere else, I thought, why not make it blend in as much as possible? So I've thought of adding a few little decorations to help it match the overall vibe of the kitchen. Again, nothing expensive, nothing permanent, just small touches that make the space feel a little more intentional. And I think that's something we can all remember. Sometimes we believe that we have to wait until we own our dream home before we can enjoy our space. But I don't think that's true. Whether you're renting, living with family, sharing an apartment, or simply working with a very small budget, you can still create a home that reflects peace, warmth, and gratitude. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to look like something you see on social media. Home isn't created by expensive renovations. Home is created by love, by care, by the little moments that happen inside those walls. And sometimes all it takes is rearranging a shelf, adding a plant, displaying something meaningful, or creating a corner that simply makes you smile every time you see it. Being creative doesn't always mean spending more. Often, it simply means looking at what you already have with fresh eyes. And I think life is very much like that. There are seasons when we feel like we're waiting for the bigger house, waiting for more money, waiting for better circumstances, waiting until life finally looks the way we imagined. But while we're waiting, life is still happening. There is still joy to discover. There are still memories to make. There are still blessings that can easily be missed if we're only focused on what we don't have yet. I've shared with you before that one of my dreams is to someday have our own farmhouse, a place with a garden, a greenhouse, chickens running around, fruit trees, herb gardens, a cozy kitchen filled with fresh harvests from the garden. It's a dream that I continue to pray for, and God willing, one day it will happen in His perfect timing. But until then, I don't want to spend these years simply wishing I were already there. I want to enjoy where God has me today. This kitchen in our rental home may not be my dream kitchen, but it's the kitchen where I get to cook meals for my family. It's where I experiment with new recipes, where I dry herbs, where I prepare herbal teas, where I learn new skills, where many of the videos you see on this channel begin. And because of that, I'm grateful. I truly believe that being faithful with what God has entrusted to us today prepares us for what He may entrust to us tomorrow. So while I'm waiting for the farmhouse, I'll keep caring for our rental home. I'll keep learning, I'll keep growing, and I'll keep creating a home that reflects gratitude, even if it's not yet the home I've dreamed of. Maybe today you're also in a season of waiting, waiting for a new opportunity, a new home, a new chapter, or perhaps healing in an area of your life. I just want to encourage you. Don't let your joy wait until your circumstances change. There is still beauty to be found in this season. There is still purpose. There is still growth happening, even when it's quiet. Sometimes, God does some of His deepest work in the places we thought were only temporary. Thank you so much for spending this moment with me. Your presence here truly means more than you know. If you enjoyed this little kitchen update, I hope you'll join me again as we continue creating a peaceful home, growing herbs and food together, sharing recipes, and embracing a slower, more intentional way of living. Until next time, may you find peace in the present, joy in the process, and purpose in every small thing. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.